last will and testament of Bob, known as Uncle Bob, to 2 families. The odious Oldfields from the north, and the loathsome Londons from the south. Which of those 2 families will inherit my millions? Well, I'll tell you, none of them. Because they're a rotten lot. Unless they swap lives. Let them see how the other half lives. All change.
German rubbish, no quality control, you see. Pass us that wrench out of boot, will you?
Hello, Mummy.
Polly, what's he doing?
He said it's not running right. What are you staring at?
That label's dropped off.
Oh, Polly, how could you? No one goes in there, not even Daddy.
He didn't actually ask me.
Will somebody hand me that wrench now, please? It were an unprovoked attack. All I would do was try to keep that great useless car of theirs on road.
I don't know why you had to bring it into town. Why can't you take a cab like everyone else?
Did you take a taxi, Mrs. London?
No, not really.
Well, because taxis are against the rules for your family, you know.
And how is one supposed to get around?
Do like we used to, use Shanks's.
Shanks's?
Shanks's pony, Mummy.
If you think I'm riding a horse through the street.
It's an expression. It means to walk.
Walk.
You know, put one foot in front of the other.
Don't be ridiculous.
You could always catch a bus.
It's out of the question.
Then I'm afraid I shall be forced to deduct points. And as the Oldfields are already in the lead.
What?
Yes, you see, Mr. Oldfield managed to design a gown for Lady Melchester.
But he couldn't design a dishcloth, let alone a gown.
Well, apparently he did, and totally unaided, so I'm told. That's right, isn't it?
Aye, all my own graft.
I dare say others will soon be wanting an Oldfield creation.
I'm not doing any creations, just frocks, that's all they did.
Man's a moron, you're a moron.
I notice 2 people are missing.
Aye, well, somebody's got to look after shop. You don't keep a dog and bark yourself.
Now, I presume that Charles is looking after the cafe.
Yes, didn't want to lose any of that trade we've built up.
That's right. We had someone in yesterday.
Yes, of course we did. Hundreds of them. All go, you know.
Well, let's get on, shall we?
Hello. Now, what is it that's got 4 legs, 6 pockets, and if it falls out of a tree, will kill you?
Snooker table. It's about 10 years old, is that?
I can guess who thought of that. Young Vicky, huh? Well, watch it, dear. I'll tell you something. No one likes a clever clogs. Now, when I was a young lad, which wasn't all that long ago, I was a dab hand at this. And young Billy here, smile, Billy, that's it, not too much. Now, young Billy here is the butler's boy, of course, and he's come for some pointers, a little tuition. An expert tuition is what this week's challenge is all about. Now, what you have to do, you see, you hold it with the fat end and you poke the balls with the thin end. Do you understand that? Try and do that, then. Yes, I see. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, school. The happiest days of your life and all that tripe. Well, Vicky and Julian, it's up to you to fit in and play the game at your new schools. And Nathan and Polly, you are to help them. Be helpful and friendly. And as for Fabian and Brian, you keep your noses out of it. It's their challenge, not yours. So stay out of it. Henry will be very strict on anyone who cheats. Won't you, Henry? I say, where did you learn to cheat like that?
A fine example for the children.
If he weren't dead, they'd lock him up.
Now, come now, you haven't much time. Tomorrow morning, you, Julian, will go with Nathan and join the 4th year at the Slackside Comprehensive School. And you, Vicky dear, you will go with Polly to the St. Brunhilde's Convent School for Young Ladies. Any questions?
What are you staring at? Never seen a man working before? No, I suppose not around here with all frock designers and pen pushers. don't just stand there, deliver. Sit.
Dad! Dad! What are you staring at?
Nothing.
That's it, I'm not going.
Oh, yes, you are.
I am not having all them posh nuts laughing at me.
You are. You're going to keep us in the lead because we'll be untouchable as long as we don't do out stupid.
Well, I've got to do something with this before anybody sees me in it.
You'll be all right. Remember, it's all in a good cause.
Don't know what you're worried about. It's just an ordinary school.
You can't kid
I'm
me.
not trying to kid you.
Well, what type of lessons do you do?
Normal ones. Maths, English, French, that sort of thing.
All day?
Yes, all day. What do you think we did? GCSE and how to make a bacon butter?
No, of course not. But I bet they teach you the average speed of a whippet.
Oh, Julian, look at the state of you.
What's wrong with me, Mums?
Well, this isn't any old school you're going to, you know. It's a Northern Comprehensive.
I know, but...
They're nothing but muggers and ruffians. They do nothing all day but bully each other, and then when they're tired of that, they bully the teachers, and when they're tired of that, they'll bully you.
That's not how it is.
Look, you caught us the last time with the pigeon pie fiasco, so don't think you'll catch us twice.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, he's good, isn't he? He's so believable.
He's already lied to me about whippets, Mums. So, what are we going to do?
Well, I know what I'd like to do.
No, about me going to his school.
Well, Uncle Bob said you have to fit in, so we'll have to make sure you do.
Mrs. London, I simply didn't realise that your family were in, well, how shall I put it, financial difficulties. Normally, we're informed of this sort of thing before a pupil arrives at the school. Of course, we'll do everything we can to make sure he doesn't feel underprivileged in any way.
Underprivileged? The boy doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Well, that's where our English department can help. But, Mrs. London, we really can't have young Julian wandering around the school dressed, well, dressed the way he is now. If it's the money you're worried about, let me set your mind at rest. We can kit him out from lost property.
I will buy him a new uniform. I will buy him 10 new uniforms. I will buy him a new uniform for every day of the week, including Saturdays and Sundays. If I arrive at that apology for a school and find that my son is in someone else's hand-me-downs, I will sue you for every penny that you've got, which probably isn't very much. Charles, checkbook, now.
She gets upset if she thinks people don't know how rich we are. My dad could probably buy this place if he wanted.
Stupid boy, it's a marble.
What are those? Nuns. You brought us to the wrong place. We're supposed to be going to a school, not a church. They're the teachers. What? That's it. I'm not staying here where they teach RE all day.
Oh, yes, you are.
The nuns teach us everything.
Well, they probably get them cheap. Being nuns, you see, they can't charge much. Anyway, you better get going. You don't want to be late on your first day.
I do.
Now, behave yourself. And remember, no sneaking off. Because wherever you are, or whatever you are doing, my eyes shall be upon you, young lady. Now, beat it.
What? No boys at all? That's right. How do you manage? To do what? That's it, I'm off. Any school that's just for girls, it's got to be weird. You can't just go. Why not? You just can't. You're just frightened you'll lose points for not making me stay. I'll just tell Herewith you had better things to do. And I'll tell him you kept making passionate remarks. So neither of us will win. Just give it a try today, Vicky. Oh, shove off! After school, I'll take you to an arcade where there's some boys. Big deal. All right, then. I'll take you somewhere else where there are even more boys. How many? So then you'll stay? I might do. Oh,
are there no taxis in these miserable streets? Where are the unemployed? Why don't they do something useful?
Looking for something, Mrs. London?
Oh, yes, I was just saying you can never get a bus when you need one.
And why aren't you at school, Julian?
The draft sent me home to get a new uniform.
Yes, he was so excited this morning he forgot it. He'd forget his mouth if it wasn't open. Oh, look, there's a bus. Come on.
Wait, come here. Let's see the colour of your money.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to mug us, Mums.
Fair?
I'm reasonably well, thank you very much.
No. You have to pay to travel on bus.
But we haven't got there yet. How do you know how much it's going to be?
You tell me where you're going, and I'll tell you how much it's going to be. Nothing to it.
Slackside Comprehensive.
Bit old for school, aren't you, love?
That's very amusing. I take it you have change.
Well, I can actually explain everything, really. I've got... No, there's a couple of girls that I'm keeping an eye on, and point taken.
Are you trying to bribe me, Mrs. London?
I'm sorry. Oh, this is nothing. It's merely a little loose change. However, if you could see your way clear to making Julian stay in this environment a little more comfortable.
I can assure you, Mrs. London.
Excellent. There's no more to be said. Although I think we can safely say that there is plenty more where this came from. You get my drift.
Mrs. London, your son will be treated exactly the same as any other slackside pupil. No better, no worse. Do I make myself plain?
Oh, but surely you can't.
And as for this, I shall try to forget that it was offered as a bribe and accept it as a gracious donation to school funds. Perhaps you'd like a receipt.
£50 minus 2.70p bus fares.
Oh, please don't hit me. I've got contact lenses and a bad leg.
What are you doing here?
Skinheads, 10 or 12, did you see them?
You should be in maths.
I was threatened.
In maths?
With a geometry set.
That's stupid.
And quite a sharp ruler, too. Look, I'm leaving.
No one's threatened you, have they?
I'm not going to be bullied anymore, okay? I'm going home.
No one's threatened you, you great cram set.
I won't go back. I won't be bashed about.
You will go back, or I'll bash you about.
Same again, is it? To the slack side.
That's right.
Little beggar keeps bunking off, does he?
Spunking me, Mums.
Dread to think.
Bit of a one, aren't you? 2 £50 notes in a day. Robbed a bank or something, have you? Yeah. Give us your hand.
There. Oh, not so big now you're on your own, eh? Mind you, you weren't so big when you were with somebody either.
All right, all right, all right. Right. Right, let's see your footwork, Batman.
A mole, a mouse, a mouse, a mammoth, a mattus, a mens. You're best writing now. It's not what I taught you, is it? Like this. A mole.
That's it, I'm off. Why? Because this place is boring. What's she talking?
Latin. You get penalised by what here with.
So what? I'm not sticking around here to listen to mad nuns talking Latin.
All right, please yourself, go.
Eh?
I'm sick of arguing with you. If you're not prepared to give this place a chance, then you just might as well just go.
Get in there, Julian, and stand up for yourself. I don't want to hear any more of this pathetic whinging. Go on! But stand up for yourself when in Rome.
I'll get hit.
Not if you hit him first.
You again, London. If there's one thing I won't abide, it's a bully. Come with me.
Oh!
What'd you get then?
500 lines. I must not bully smaller, younger, more defenceless than myself children, and especially those with spectacles.
You're right, drip tray on the choir, aren't you?
Yes, well, I'm not used to having to associate with ex-convicts.
Ex-convicts? No one here is an ex-convict, and kids don't care where you come from, as long as you have a go. Look, you don't want to pack it in, and I don't want you to pack it in. So why not have a crack?
A crack?
At getting something right. You must be good at something.
Fares, please.
Where are you going to, young man?
Piccadilly.
Piccadilly. All right, one to Piccadilly, please.
That's £1.
Right, daylight. Fine.
That's a nasty habit you got there, sister.
What's wrong with it?
I mean the cigar.
Well, we have
have to at the monastery. Mother Abbot's orders, like.
And, do they teach you to read at this monastery of yours?
Yeah.
And that's still a pound. Go on, get out of it, you nonce.
Get your hands off me, I'm a woman in the cloth.
Try changing your razor blade, sister. It's a dead giveaway.
Go on, get out of it, you great
Yeah, go
cockney
on, up yours.
backhand. Nobody likes a clever
Go
clown. Sic transit Monday, Gloria, as we say in convent.
What did you say? I'll tell you later.
I'm going to tell Hewitt about you. You've made no effort to help me.
Well, what do you expect? You don't like history, you don't like music. You think the woodwork teacher's coming at you with a mallet? What am I supposed to do?
Isn't it time to go home yet? This has been the longest day of my life.
Soon after this.
What's this?
Gardening. What do you think? Stand back, please. Stand back. Hey, you can have 1 for 10p, 3 for 50p. I hope you found something you can do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I don't think much to your idea of fellas. Sent you to get me, have they?
Only Hewitt knows I'm here.
Grass?
He saw you leaving school. What do you have to do?
You've got to lick the thingies and dodge the what's-it.
Got ya!
Dad!
Right, come on, you two, back to school. Get your hat. Come on, Sharpie. Out you go.
Steady on, sister, they're not doing any harm.
Oh, go and play with your jelly deals, you great cockney con man.
Wait
Come
a
on.
minute. What sort of nan are you, then?
None of your business.
All right,
Well,
all right,
business.
all right.
Oh, what? Wait.
I think we've had enough of fighting a good fight for one day. I think you better accompany me to the station. Impersonating a nun's a very serious offence. This way,
Well,
please.
as a matter of fact, look, I've got an explanation. All you
Calm
must
down,
one of those
calm
girls is my daughter,
Yes, I'm
and the other girl
certainly-
is
I'm
her
sure
friend.
that's true,
And
sir.
is that them going up? Hey, what?
Sit, sir. Quietly now, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, you've got a very strong grip. Do you mind releasing it a little bit?
That's all I think it's necessary in your case.
Oh, it's hurting me
Very
wrist.
troublesome.
Couldn't you go and look at Big Ben or something? You southern couple?